fans and Endor Toy subscribers, thanks for tuning in. So today we're looking at the famous or infamous, whatever you want to call it, minirigs from the Star Wars vintage kennel line. Now a lot of people absolutely love these things, I swear by them, they're super cool. A lot of people can't stand them. Now I'm halfway there. Some I reckon are really cool, super cool. Some are just potato jobs, man. But I'm going to go through them all. I've got the full, I think I've got the full run here. I've got mostly box examples, but there's a couple I don't have boxes for, but it's not often I've got them all in one hit, so perfect time to do a vid and go through them all. So I've got all the ones from the ESB and a couple from the Jedi line. I've already done one on the body rigs, mini rigs for the Power of the Force Last 17 line. So I've already had a look at those three. So I'll keep them separate, but this is the mini rigs, baby. So they started in ESB. We'll start with them and I'll work our way forward to the couple of Jedi ones that were released as well. So I like to slide a couple of Jedi ones over and kind of a little bit out of the way so I can move. Like I said, I've got mostly with box examples. I'll start with this this one here. Now I think this one here is probably the worst one. Now look, I'll stop and quickly say I'm probably going to annoy some people because I know a lot of people love these things, they swear by them. My apologies, there's a couple of these things I reckon suck hard. But look, that's just my view. I love a couple of these that probably you guys think will suck. So anyway, this little mongrel here is the PDT-8. Now, it's got very little going for it. It's got a couple of rocket thrusters on either side. And a couple of little tiny lasers on either side too. And then the doors, back and front, open. And 3 legs. Alright, so I believe it was, I don't have the box. I'm just trying to think who it was pictured with. This, the back of this flap has it pictured with FX7 and a C3PO. I think that's what's on the box art too. So, look, I don't know what box. The box would have to have gold spray paint on it to make this look good. No offense, I reckon this is a real lame thing. But these mini rigs, I believe, were put out there for just an affordable little toy for a kid, something a kid they can play with their figures with. But not necessarily the cost of, you know, the next level up, obviously your X-Wings, Y-Wings, whatever, but even the smaller land speeds, whatever. These things were, let me see if I've got a retail price on these. I don't remember them being a whole lot. Not one of these has a retail sticker, that's unbelievable. This one has, but it's faded away. I remember them being about $7 or something, like figures were starting sort of $2.99, $3.99, and I remember these being $6 or $7 at the time. I only had a couple of them. When I get the ones I had, when I show you the ones I had, I'll let you know. But I didn't like this thing. I thought it was quite lame. Yeah, it doesn't have anything going for it. Obviously, it's got nothing to do with the movies. Again, use your imagination. That's what the whole thing was. Affordable. And I guess they sold millions of these things. So that proved me wrong, I guess. My view means nothing, but I thought that was real lame. So that's the PDT-8. I'm going to pop it over there. I don't have a box of that. Don't think we're missing out too much on that. Now we'll move on to, we'll just go left to right. This is in no apparent order. Tripod laser cannon. This one I love. It's in the movies, obviously. This is a really nice one. This may be a super nice boxed example, unused. Let's have a look. So this is a lovely box. Artwork's super cool. Hoth troopers manning it. This is when they were shooting at the Falcon when it's trying to get away from the Hoth base, the Rebel base on Hoth. Falcon trying to get away, the Hoth troopers are shooting at. This is super cool, it's in the movie. It's just as you would imagine it. I'll pop it together, it was a bit dismantled here. So it's got 3 legs, little tripod legs. They're on like a little ball bearing kind of thing, so they click in and spin around. Sorry, I had that the wrong way. They click into like a little thing and then they can move. So once I've got them in there, I'll show you what I mean. So all 4 click in, and then you can, that's when it's holding it up, but then you can fold it up kind of for, I don't know, transport or whatever, but they fold out. And then it's got a little energy pack, ammunition pack, whatever you want to call it. And then this plugs on the back, sorry, underside. And yeah, you've got your little Hoth trooper there. And he's there, sitting there, trying not to let the Falcon get away from the Endor, the Hoth base. So I reckon this one's super cool. I'll give this a 10 out of 10. I really like it. I've got one on display. This one looks really cool. You got 4 or 5 of them with Hoth troopers attacking. Really cool toy. So this one's really good. And like honestly, this is about $8 or $9 at the time. Probably maybe double the cost of a figure. I say well worth it. And look, you put your Hoth troopers to use, and that is so cool. And the artwork's lovely on that box. I'll just pop that slide there. So look, I really like that one. I'm going to go jump to the other one that I really like, and that's the radar laser cannon. again, look at the box art, a couple of Hoth rebel soldiers manning it, getting ready for AT-ATs to crush their souls. So this again was in the movie as they attempted to repel the AT-ATs on Hoth from advancing on the rebel base. So this is nuts. It's in 4 pieces. It's very simple to put together. This goes, the radar laser cannon part goes in that little thing, the hole there, and it moves forward and back. I've got that on backwards, I think I have. Yes, I have. I'll just put it on the right way. So yeah, it pivots forward and back. Looks cool. I've seen a lot of these in Hoth dioramas. Let's face it, Hoth dioramas are the best. You've got a couple of AT-ATs cruising around, so they can sit there opposing the AT-ATs. You see in the movie, one of them hits, one of them explodes, and it's got the explode feature, which I'll show you, but one of them propels a laser and it goes back and hits the AT-ATs, because like, it does jack to it, but it's super cool. But yeah, it's got a little button, and that's why when I put it together, it self-destructs from that button. This one's not playing ball. Why not? Didn't have it in the right way. It self-destructs and she blows when the AT-AT launches it. So, like I said, this one's in the movie. Super cool, man. I like this one. And yeah, you put these guys, you put them in AT-AT displays, Hoth displays, they look brilliant. So, I'm going 10 here on the radar laser cannon. That's killer little mini rig. Now, the vehicle maintenance Energizer. I've only got a Jedi box. It was released ESB, but I only have this example in a Jedi box. So, look, it must have done well if they sold it and re-released it also in a Jedi box. So, it must have done quite well. Now, the idea of this is, I believe, again, at the Hoth Rebel base, when they're repairing the Falcon, this is where all the tools are in. Now, I don't seem to recognise this, but it's actually quite cool because it comes with the hydro spanners. Those little things which Han Solo references as they're trying to repair the Falcon's hyperdrive, again on Hoth. Bring me the hydro spanner, sounded chewy and stuff. So, and then it's got a couple of little mini cable suction cap kind of things where you plug them onto this thing, and then you stick that onto your, not that it would stick well, but you plug them onto your Falcon or your X-Wing or whatever you're playing with at the time, and that's how you're going to restore it and get it ready for an attack. And the hydro spanners, pretty cool. Like, you can store them in a little cavity under there, and then when you pop it open, they hang off this little lip there. So, look, this one's pretty cool. This one's where halfway great, halfway average, but I like this one. I'm going to give this guy kind of an 8 or even a 9. It's really cool. And it's got a lot of playability for youngsters. And look at that, man. How else are you going to charge your Falcon up, man, without the maintenance Energizer and the hydro spanners? So, that's cool. You can play with it. Very cool. Now, it's starting to get to ones where we're a bit of a reach now. Like, this one here, the INT4. So, I've got a Palatoy box here. It's a little bit, box is a bit ratty, but the artwork's cool. You've got the AT-AT driver and an AT-AT commander. And then the front, a couple of Hoth troopers on it. So, it's a really cool box. But yeah, it's a bit of a stretch because what the hell is it, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little mini mad looking Imperial fighter. It's got a little laser cannon on the front, and then it's got a lever at the back that drops its wings. So it's like a little mini, I don't know what. It's relatively cool looking standalone. The wings coming up and down, pretty cool feature. The cockpit opens up, or lid, whatever you want to call it, from the top. It's got like a red sort of tinged thing, so if you look at it from inside the cockpit, it does look cool. You see the red coming through, especially if you've got some light coming from the background like I do in this room. Look, it's a funky looking thing. It's a Reach. It's supposedly piloted by an AT-AT driver as per the box. I actually had this and I didn't mind it, but in hindsight, what the hell is it, man? I don't mind it. Look, I'll go here, neither here nor there or 7. It doesn't overly offend me, but hey, look, if they made some money from it, God bless them, it kept the line going, didn't it? And made it some more money and allowed them to keep tooling Jedi figures Palaforce after ESB. So, and look, I believe this is also released in a Jedi box as well. So they re-released these guys in Jedi boxes. They must have been selling quite a few units to repurpose change the boxes and repurpose the toy and keep selling them. So, mate, phenomenal effort they made with with these tooling of these items, selling of these toys. I can sell that for $10 or so. Back in the 80s, they've done well, yeah? So, look, I don't mind it. It's pretty cool. It's a hell stretch. Now, There's a couple more that are stretches. This Cap 2, Captivator, it's got Bosk on it, extracting Tom Selleck Rebel Commando. So the Cap 2 is one funky looking mini rig, and it's got a even funkier looking purpose. So it's got Bosk piling at it, taking a Hoth Rebel Commander to Darth Vader and a couple of Stormies. So you've got a random piece of artwork on the box with figures in there, man. Like, I don't. It's really, obviously it's use your imagination. This is what Bosk was sent to Hoth to bring back prisoners to interrogate or something. I don't know. And the toy is as funky as the box artwork and idea. So it's got little suction caps for feet. Sorry, it was in the wrong way in the box. It's got little suction caps for feet and claws for, I don't know, carrying whoever. And then it's got a little weird looking gun on the front. Cockpit opens up. Hard to get clear, always a slight yellowing in this guy. And then the back part has got this claw / arm which holds a figure. Now, pause for a moment. Actually, I've got to show the figure in here. Let's get here. We got a Taiwan Boba Fett just randomly in my drawer. Let's say Boba Fett really annoyed Bosk. It's got this sick claw where you pop it in there and it holds a figure. It's so random, mate. It doesn't get much more random than that, really. But it's so funky and so out there and so different that it's cool. Obviously nothing to do with the movies. Bosk was not shown with any form of vehicle. It's definitely an imagination searching toy. But I believe it was very popular and it's still popular today. People love this thing. It does nothing for me. I don't know. I don't desire to get a mint one or anything like that. But I'll give them props for just pulling it out, pulling that out of their ears and selling it and it doing well. And again, I believe that was in an Empire Angel box. So it's obviously sold over the course of a few years and done well. It's the Cap 2 Captivator mini rig. Random as you get. Man, they stretched, man, and they made some coins. So look, you got to tip your hat, eh? Incredible, really. Let's pop that there. Now, what's next? We've got one more ESB one. And this one is another whack one. Another sick whack one, but it's cool. The MTV, Multi-Terrain Vehicle. I just call it the Hoth Roller. Yeah, so again, the Hoth Troopers had a little bit of fun here, you know. They're mucking around a fair bit on Hoth with some of these little mini rigs. So this thing has got a little body sort of cavity on the top where you sit your Hoth Trooper. Boba Fett's going to pile up this one again because that's the only figure I got within arm's reach. And it's got two sick all-terrain kind of vehicles on it. Wheels, not vehicles, all-terrain wheels. And then when you press down, those wheels kind of go down, so that's going to be able to go anywhere, man. You can take that bad boy on Endor, Tatooine, anywhere you want, man. I mean, look, that might even get through a little bit of Dagobah mud, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty wickedly versatile driving you can do on that, man. Imagine a full drive, but you just pip it down like that, like. Anyway, let's put Bobber in there and see how he looks. So again, this was developed for the Hoth Trooper. So it's obviously some form of snow roller, but I can see this dominating anywhere it goes, eh? How cool is it? Yeah, it's debatable. I don't mind it. But lads, it looks actually pretty cool with Boba Fett now. Weird as hell, man. But again, it's old. They were printing money back there, and just about everything they touched turned to gold. Unbelievable. But that's the that's the roller MTV multi-terrain vehicle. They were pulling them out, and they were pulling out winners. Now let's move to Jedi. So they were silly of me. I've forgotten two mini rigs here. I don't have one here. The Desert Sail Skiff, the little mini one-man Desert Sail Skiff. So I'm going to have to do another video just on that because it's that good. But I also forgot to bring the Forest Ranger in here. I had it sitting right in front of me. So I've got the Endor Forest Ranger. So there were 4 in the Jedi line, but I've got 3 of them here. And I don't have the ISP6 boxed. I don't have a boxed example. I've only got a loose. So I'll do that one first. So this was your mini Imperial shuttle. And look, it's very cool. Not everyone could afford financially and territorially that huge. The actual full-size shuttle, I've done a video on that. It's an enormous beast. It's like a monster, and it was over 100 AUD retail over here, Australian. Whereas these guys were $10 odd, 10, I don't know, they got a little bit more expensive towards Jedi. But a pretty poor man's sort of effort at a shuttle. But look, it's pretty cool. It's obviously got its shape. It fits one man. I think it's got Vader on the box art from memory. So the cockpit pops up. It's got like the top fin on there, and then a couple of little guns which go back and forward. And then it's got a little wheel for bringing the things up. But there's a button in the bottom which brings the wings up. You see, and a trigger on the back to drop it down. And you can also spin them up manually with that. So it's got a little similar wings down attack approach as the full size one, but it's a little bit less grandiose. You know, it's not the biggest Star Wars vintage vehicle ever made. It's at the bottom end of it. But look, that's pretty cool. I like it just for that. it's pretty whack. Little mini shuttle, but yeah, look, again, it was very popular. It's still popular to this day. This is probably one of the more expensive ones to get. Oh, actually, the Forest Ranger goes a fair bit too. This is one of the more expensive ones to get. So this is cool. I'll give it a 9, just because it's a shuttle, man. Any shuttle's got to be a good shuttle, right? So that's the cool little shuttle mini rig, the ISP-6. Pull some sick names out too for these guys. Now we'll go to we'll go to the Forest Ranger. So this one is very random. This is an empty box because I've got it here. Hang on. Where'd I put it? Helps if you got the toy, not just the box. So the artwork is pretty cool. You got a couple of Hoth Rebel Commandos filing into it, and hand trenchcoat and layer puncher on there as well. So again, pretty random. The toy as well is super random. It comes with a couple of cannons, which aren't attached at the moment. So I don't know if you call these wings that rotate on the outside. So the cannons clip on there like so. There's a little mechanism that pops them in like that. Yeah, the little pegs. There, and then you got a little front gun which is often broken or missing, but it's got a little clip on there. So that's it there, and it's got a little landing gear here. So it kind of sits, put the box over there, kind of sits there very randomly, opens up, the cockpit kind of opens forward, and you can get in your Hoth Rebels, your Endor Rebel Commandos. Too many Hoth mini rigs, man, I've got confused. And that kind of goes down. And then the cool thing is, so you put the landing gear back up, and then you hang on to this little back tab, and those guns spin around the main tab like a circular motion around it. It's very whack, eh? Definitely didn't see any of these on Endor myself. I didn't see any of these guys attacking speeder bikes or helping the Ewoks out, take out the Imperials. So this is definitely one they pull out of the back door as well. But I'm not sure how well this one's sold on it right now. It's very popular. Every time I get one of these, it flies out the door, and there's always people asking for it. I guess it's quite easily broken and items misplaced. Now, I know for Endor setups are huge and Ewoks are huge, but I've never really loved this one that much, and I've never seen the pull to own it and purchase it and get all excited about it. It's probably pushes up with a box. This will probably coming up near 200, 250 Australian, give or take. This is a really nice example. Yeah, I think I sold a loose one that has missing stickers for 100-ish just recently. So this is Australian dollars. So this one's definitely got a bit of value, but it does nothing for me. I actually think it's quite lame. But not everyone agrees with me. A lot of people like it. So hey, you're entitled to your opinion, and not everyone thinks like me, and I don't think like everyone else. We move on to the AST5. Now this one I had, and I remember purchasing it. I don't know if anyone in Western Australia knows Midland. We used to catch the train to Midland, and they just cruised around there, and they had a couple of big toy stores there in Midland. There was one separate from the main arcade, and then one in the main arcade. And I think it was Big W or Kmart, one of the two had a massive toy display as well. Anyway, I bought this from Midland one day, long story short. And yeah, I didn't mind it. Obviously it's got nothing to do with the movies. Everyone calls this Clay 2's vehicle. Clay 2's on there. Armoured Sentinel Transport Vehicle, AST5. Yeah, look, it's very random. It's got a couple of guns that make a little clicking noise on the side. And its cockpit sort of, I don't know if that's flight mode or if that's park. No, that's not flight mode. That's park. Yeah, that is flight mode, sorry. I believe it flies, or is that just to our imagination? I actually think it's supposed to fly, and that's it flying. Like that. It's a weird looking thing, man. And on the box has it like that. So obviously pivots. And it goes that way too. Actually, no, sorry. That's flight mode. That does look a slightly bit like a vehicle. I don't know what that mode is. That might be landing mode. Open up, and it's like a Frankenstein kind of situation where the guy is standing still. Have him standing up, but the box has Clay 2 just chilling like a villain like that. Where's my Boba Fett? So this is how I had Clay 2 in mind. Just kicking back, having a chill session now. Bob is here. He looks pretty happy in there, but I really liked this because I had it and I played with it and I trashed mine, but I really liked it as a kid. Now it's, look at it, it's whack as it gets. Up there with, yeah, some of the craziest ones here. Pretty cool, but the more I look at it, the more I think this is weird as it gets. Now I know that dude, what's his name? 80s, stuck in the 80s. You're going to comment on this is your favourite mini rig. I know you told me a couple of times. Why stuck in the 80s is just your favourite mini rig? What is it? Is it something to do with a childhood memory like mine? But I'm able to let go of that memory and come forward and say it's lame now, but you must obviously not. I'm going to give this a 6-ish or so. Yeah, nostalgia aside, slightly lame, but hats off, man. Like I said, they're selling toys, man. Flat stick with some sick ideas, man. It wasn't hard for them to sell, man. Like anything they put stuck in a box or on a card or whatever, catch you later, sold out. So they did unbelievable things at Canada there, man. They have dreaming, their imaginative and creativity was incredible. So hats off to you guys. And obviously it's 40, 50 years later, people are paying $300 for this thing, or more sealed, but people are paying $200-300 for loose ones with a box like, no, $6 or whatever they were, $10. Unbelievable, really. Yeah, the story can go on and on with these things. So that's the mini rigs, I believe made just for an affordable option to stem that gap between figures and, you know, the jump was a $3 or $4 figure up to a bloody, I don't know, the cheaper vehicles were $30-40, I think. 29 sort of dollars. I think the speeder bike was a nice one too, because that wasn't too expensive and that was brilliant and iconic, and that's obviously going to get a video of its own because it's so bloody good. A land speeder I think was not too expensive at the time. I think that was $30 odd. Don't quote me exactly on that, but roughly 30 odd Australian. But a lot of them past that, X-Wings and stuff, they got a bit bigger, they got a bit pricier. And especially come Jedi, man, those B-Wings and the shuttles, they were very expensive. So these definitely were a good way to, not every family had massive dollars to throw around, and these toys kept coming. The line was huge, as you know. There's 96 figures, there was, I don't even know exactly how many vehicles and playsets there were if you add them all up. There was so many, so it's a good way to, yep, we've got your Star Wars vehicle for Christmas, mate. Well done, son. So that's the mini rigs. It's a controversial topic because some people hate them, some people love them. I'm not going to get into a sick debate about it. I like some, I don't like some. End of the day, the Star Wars vintage toys, and they're all cool, and obviously they'll be collected forever. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm on a mission to show you all the Star Wars vintage toys ever released. I'm getting there. Done quite a chunk of the vehicles. I haven't even looked at figures yet, but I'll get there. I've just got a ton of vehicles in at the moment and playsets, boxed examples, so I thought what better time to flash them out now than when I can get a big bunch like this and crank all the mini rigs in one hit, or the body rigs in one hit, etc. So thanks for watching, guys. Keep enjoying it. Hopefully you do enjoy it. Keep watching. Please subscribe. It is free. Push the button and you get notified when I've got content. I'm doing some killer drops. Anytime I find some crazy stuff, I will show you. You know what's coming up. You know if I've got something coming for sale, you will not miss out if you subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys. I'll stop waffling on. Thanks for watching, man. Enjoy your toys, man. That's what it's all about.